Hey guys! Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah, go ahead, go and do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike or something. Stay carefree, live life or something. Man, I know all the times they putting you down. I know it take a lot just to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, ooh girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We make the week on the force in our system. We love the weed on the cap of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of love when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know but we got the thinking you hot. Not my punch. I don't wanna follow you guys. I don't wanna lie in your box. Could ever try and stop me. I'm the God MC, it's the God in me. Trip apologies, and I say that with honesty. I don't wanna hear it at all, to see it at all. I'm treating them on like they ain't never tell them. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Okay, the club stay rocking. Saturday night, I'm trying to rock in the free world.
I woke up this morning and felt lightheaded and ended up puking. So don't work. So you don't ever, never work. Energy.
Did you vote for your favorite shoe design? If not, restart the episode and vote right now.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
She pushed through. But I pass out. She did.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Welcome to the NBA on 2K. In this one,
there it is, maybe the most famous build. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Malone, Russell Westbrook out there with Mitchell. Then it's Elijah Wan, and it's Mashburn in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Paul Gasol is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Jones, and it's Gary Payton, and it's Anthony in at small forward. And it goes down 2 points.
I love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Westbrook beyond the arc. They get it again. Malone. Good work defensively by Gasol. And so Payton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Anthony, the pass to Payton. Outside, Jones. Spurs working the ball around now. The drive by Anthony. San Antonio getting another chance here. And there it is for him.
Really imperative to put a body on Nowitzki. I mean, he's just too big and talented. Close to the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's good on the putback.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Westbrook against Payton. Back to Nowitzki. Shoots over Malone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the game.
Evan, you always have to be alert to where Nowitzki is. I mean, he loves catching the defense off guard with the catch and shoot.
Westbrook takes to Mitchell. Rejected by Gasol. Payton against Westbrook. Malone with the block. Here's Mitchell, and Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his feet up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
count that one.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Westbrook up top, covered by Payton. Another miss by Houston. San Antonio leading by 6. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Oldham.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. He spoke about how the team would respond with their backs against the wall. He said, look, a loss here would be a bitter end to the season. But they're on their home floor, we're hungry. First, Houston will be traveling back to their spot after tonight's game is over. Very confident guy, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And stolen by Malone. Here's Mitchell. Unable to get that one. Payton with some nice deep. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, on the road, the defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Westbrook against Nowitzki. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for San Antonio.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, testing everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dish now to Gasol. The putback, and Gasol able to finish.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here this summer.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Again, the Rockets score.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now here's Payton. Anthony looking it over, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Malone with the steal.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off. He's just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Now here's Payton. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Gasol from 13 feet. It goes down. Gasol's got his second basket.
Yes, he did. The floor awareness of Nowitzki at home does a stellar job working the ball over to the open man.
Gasol. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Johnson. Lock at 6. Percy with the ball. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Francis. And there's the pass to Serbiak. Odin with the ball. He's covered by Richmond. Here's Gugliotta, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly poured inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson surveying on the floor. Stolen away. Pass to Serbiak. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Johnson, the pass to Kersey. Goes up again. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here is Richmond. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And inviting contact, that's something that Richmond does as well as anybody.
Here's Francis. And he banks in the layup. And the Spurs lead by 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
The big dunk at the end of the break.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
There's Strickland. Pass to McDice. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Antonio McDice, man, muscular and strong, has a knack for finishing through contact. He's not afraid of anybody.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Of energy. He's an athletic big guy who does a little bit of everything for you. Those guys are hard to find, but always valuable.
Here's Serbiak. Passes it to Francis. Inside, Gugliotta, and it's good for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Richmond. Count the basket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Francis. The Rockets pull it in. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. And the shot is good from Johnson. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
And that one's good, Francis. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shoots from the elbow. McDyess, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, his strength and really that nose for the ball makes McDyess a huge contributor on the offensive glass. He cleans up a lot of his teammates' mistakes.
Count it. Zerbiak's got his second bucket. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Richmond. Close one. Here's Percy, and terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. On the pass to Francis. To Gugliotta. Shot clock at 2. Here's Zerbiak. Here's Oden. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Here's Strickland. 16 feet away, and Houston again with the bucket.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's San Antonio up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Ran up on him. Now he said he let me fall. I don't really give a... Oh, man. Cause I'm all in it. Ran up on him. Now he said it.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
San Antonio leading by 5. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Richmond. Jerome Kersey out there with McDyess. Then it's Johnson, and it's Strickland in at the point guard position. Now here's Kirilenko. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shots good from Oden.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Here's Strickland. Johnson outside. Over Francis. Johnson's shot is off. And San Antonio shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Francis. He's got 6, and that one drops for him.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Strickland, guarded by Oden. Shots good by Strickland.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
5 on the floor. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Westbrook passes to Mashburn. And stolen by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Here's Anthony. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
Really love watching Payton dish it out like that. He's a true floor general who does an outstanding job getting his teammates to clean looks.
Westbrook, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Gasol. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Westbrook, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is what... Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The Spurs shoot their first free throw attempt on the night. The Rockets making a switch here. Elijah Wan's checked in.
Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Outside Westbrook. Looking to end the run. Gasol with the steal. Westbrook against Payton. Anthony in the corner. Over Mashburn. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Mitchell dishes to Westbrook. Fires for three. A shot off that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this is hugely.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And you could just see the foot speed was an issue for the defender there as he just sails in for the layup.
Pass to Anthony. No good on that one. Some solid defense by Malone. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the right out.
Just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, Malone is just so strong. Even when he gets hit, he stays with the shot nicely.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw drops for Malone. Spurs leading by 15. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from the wing. Nice touch on the back shot. Anthony's got 17 now.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Sinks the three-pointer. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Payton drives in. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Westbrook kicks to Malone. passes it to Olajuwon. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here's Payton. Olajuwon with the block.
Well, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Both teams deciding to change it up. On defense, the Rockets, they trail by 14. Richmond against Anthony. Here's Johnson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Johnson plays with such confidence and effervescence in the open floor. You never know what he's going to do, but most of the time, he makes a good decision.
Houston making a switch. Percy's checked in. Here's Francis. He's got 8. And the pass to Oden. Sinks that one from the post. Oden's got 4 this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Johnson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And throughout the history of our league, few athletes are truly unique enough to change the way the sport is played. And Magic falls into that category.
San Antonio leading by 10. Outside Kirilenko. Here's Francis. Dishes it to Oden. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Francis has got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Richmond. Can't hit that one. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Got a piece of it. Here's Francis. Guglielmo. Boom, he chains it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling on the ropes. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And the basket by Johnson. 10 points for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Kirilenko. No points in the game yet for him. Francis. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Antonio McDyess is checked in for Olajuwon. The Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Pass to Guglielmo. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Oden is no good. Rockets trail by 10. Percy passes to Strickland. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Strickland. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass it to Serbia. Out left to the wing. He gets it up. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
just a perfect finish to the half as they...
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first checking out the Spurs. They had a lot of doubters out there thinking they were done in this series. And that's going to do it for our half.
And here we go. Getting back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Dayton. Nowitzki is out there with Anthony. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Jones in at the 2. So that's it. Greg Popovich starts the second half. For 3, Westbrook. A rebound by the Spurs.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And that one, good. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Westbrook dishes to Mitchell. Here's the pass to Malone. It doesn't go for him. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the inside. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Malone. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Malone's got 5 points so far.
Boy, the focus from Malone, impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
Here's Payton, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Spurs have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. He's off on the second. Rockets trail by 14. Nowitzki with the steal. Jones tries him. Olajuwon with the block. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. San Antonio calls timeout. Over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Eddie Jones on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 8.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Again, the Rockets score.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Rockets trail by 14. Here's Mitchell.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Outside Anthony. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Westbrook drives in. His shot misses. Payton with some nice D. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook, and that one's good. Anthony.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Here's Mashburn. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid coming up with blocks.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Tigers from 14. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Just in the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Gasol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Gasol is just so crafty, a magician, if you will, with the ball, and incredible at using his quick fake to earn that trip to the stripe.
Houston making a switch here. And so Gasol nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, put the wide by Houston, and Malone with the stuff.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Pass to Kirilenko. Here's Gasol. The fadeaway. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Rockets making a switch here. Here's McDyess. 5 points in the game. Richmond outside. Over Gugliotta. It's deflected.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back to the lead.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
5 to shoot. Here's Oden. Good. Nice job down low. Oden's got 8. It's trailed by 17. Richmond outside. And it's blocked.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Here's Serbiak. Pass to Oden. He kicks to Kirilenko. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Serbiak, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He has 6.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Richmond with the bucket. San Antonio leading by 17. Outside Kirilenko to the left side wing. Gugliotta passes to Francis. Now here's Oden. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Spurs lead by 19. The Rockets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. The pass to Richmond. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Gugliotta. It's rebounded by Houston. McNice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kirilenko dishes to Oden, and it's in there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here is Richmond. 8 points for him. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
He is extremely offensive-minded here tonight. Richmond with the skill set to score on all 3 levels.
To the middle. Kirilenko the pass to Gugliotta. And they pick up 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Rockets. Malone passes to Mashburn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mashburn's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Outside Kirilenko. To the paint. Here's Oden. And they call the foul. So a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Don't miss a storm yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Jones checked in for San Antonio. The Spurs have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Richmond against Jones. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
So easy, Kevin, to appreciate Richmond. He's an elite scorer who's really comfortable getting buckets from anywhere and everywhere.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's Jones, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the skill set of Eddie Jones. I mean, this guy does a little bit of everything. He's an effective guard who doesn't shy away from taking shots.
The Spurs have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Greg Oden. And so Jones nails both of them. Richmond with it. He's got 12. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson outside. Richmond the pass to McNice. Here's Francis. He's covered by Richmond. That one goes. Count it. Francis has got 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Nowitzki. 2 on the clock. Another shot. And that one released in time, but no good.
Olajuwon doing a nice job using his long arms and big hands to bother shooters, and man, he gets it done on defense.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. Live from the 18.
Because it's not going to go right every time.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day 2K Sports. Happy to have you with us. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Richmond. Olajuwon is out there at Malone. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward spot.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Francis. The teardrop falls in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Johnson outside to the wing right side. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Mitchell's checked in. Clock is at 3. Here's Malone. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock.
I like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Russell Westbrook in for Houston. For Houston, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Mitchell outside. Olajuwon. And it's off the back rim. No good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
It's taken away by Payton. Launches it. They grabbed their own miss. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Westbrook passes to Olajuwon. Back to Westbrook. Shoots. But they'll get another chance. Malone. Good.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Pass to Nowitzki. Down low. Here's Gasol. Payton kicks to Nowitzki. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
Do not want to give Nowitzki any room to shoot, especially from the perimeter. I mean, that's where he's most dangerous.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout, kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Nowitzki. Maxwell comes in for Jones. And Luther Head subbed in for Payton. Now here's Westbrook. The 19-foot shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At the line for your Spurs, Carmelo Anthony. 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anthony. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Strickland. To the paint. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Outside Anthony. The step back jumper is good. Anthony's got 12 points in just the second half.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Christie against Maxwell. And Adams with the slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And that one, good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Passes it to Christie. Here's Strickland. Fires from the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now Gabe. Takes it off the glass.
Gay's athleticism makes him devastating on the drive.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Strickland. The pass to Christie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First free throw is good.
You know, Christie is a prototype 3-and-D guy. I mean, plays his heart out at the defensive end and can knock down the 3, too.
Drago, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Head passes to Carmelo. Here's Maxwell, covered by Kersey. Both loose. Maxwell against Christie. Pass to Strickland. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And it's Fox with the ball for Houston. Pass to Christie. And the shot is good.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Passes to Maxwell. Second chance effort. Shot's good from Oden.
And there he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Here's Strickland. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but still got the shot to fall.
Here's Gabe. Lays it up off the glass.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gabe's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
Strickland passes to Kersey. Adams taking his time here. The pass to Strickland. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Anthony. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pulls it from 20, and the bank shot is good. Anthony's got 16 here in the second half.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
Here's Strickland, covered by Anthony. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Oden. Nowitzki comes in for Rudy Gay. Jones checked in for Maxwell. And it's Payton in for Luther Head. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Anthony gets double-teamed. Gasol against Malone. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Timeout called. The Rockets have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, he's just torching him right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Mitchell. And Jones sends it back. They retain possession. The offensive rebound alone. And here is Payton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Payton gets free inside, doing a nice job. An athletic guard who has excellent creativity. He knows how to score in close to the hoop.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. They get the rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
Yeah, how about the body control on that? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Anthony. Maxwell is checked in for Jones. And Luther Head subbed in for Gary Payton. Yep, that one goes. 9 points for Nowitzki.
And just a huge victory at an important time in this series, not to mention a tremendous motivational boost, if you will, for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and great run to finish it off.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Ed. Pass to Maxwell. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Malone.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win cast the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they still got to win 2 more. But after seeing how they performed tonight, is there any doubt, Kevin, they're capable of it? I mean, we could be in the midst of a major comeback.
No doubt at all. You're right. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Final. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Dillon, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.